What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. Coppa Italia quest begins today for Juventus against Udinese, and the headlines are rocking as usual when it comes to Juve. We've got some question marks around Spalletti's lineup, what he's going to do, who he's going to trust in this first round. Is the Coppa Italia just not there in terms of importance or significance, or is it extremely important to this current side and where things are at? We're going to get to it all today in this show. I got Omar with me. I got Luca with me. Fellas, how you doing? Luca, how you doing, brother?
Oh, it's beautiful around here, man. It is minus 15. I slept a solid 8 hours. I feel alive. As a Canadian, I feel absolutely thrilled, and it's Coppa Italia, so I mean
minus
always
15. Oh man, minor, no issues there. Omer, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm great. Every time I see Luca, he seems older, and maybe just doesn't come here too often. That's a bad one, Luca. But I'm great, all is good, ready for today, Coppa Italia.
Coppa Italia. Coppa Italia, yeah, and Udinese here. We're going to talk just about a lot around this game right now. Some of these headlines, especially the injury to Vlahovic, something we didn't even get into about it when you get to the post-match podcast. But real quick, we'll say what's up to everybody in the Army. Great to have you guys in here. We're also multi-streaming on X as well right now at the moment, so welcome to everybody that's tuning in from there. But again, reminder that not all the content is multi-stream, so make sure you still head over to YouTube and subscribe. And good luck to everybody on our latest kit giveaways. We got a brand new home Yildiz kit that will be given away this coming weekend, okay, on the pregame show for the Napoli matchup. And we are going to give our membership award winner, okay, in legend status, legend tier, that 2012-2013 Pirlo kit, okay? And then I'm going to unveil the next kit giveaways for December. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of fun. But great to see you all in here. Drop a like while you're in here. Mio Cugino Vinny. Ciao, everyone. Alex UVFC. Swartwork Music. Wing of Winter. All right. Everybody's pumped up. Forza Juve 3 out here. Well, everybody's pumped up for the Coppa Italia. Let's waste no time. Let's get into some of these headlines. Okay, first up, Vlahovic injury. In typical Juventus fashion. What is normally, reported 5 to 6 weeks, it turns out that it is significantly worse, okay? So we are looking at, that Bermuda Triangle that is J Medical will always strike. J Millick, actually, it's been renamed to J Millick. So the J Millick facility will always strike. So what ends up being 5 to 6 weeks is a minimum. They're saying at least 2 months. Because he's had issues with this for a while, he might actually opt for surgery, which could actually be between 3 and 4 months of recovery. So, my goodness. A lot to tackle out of this one. But you know what I didn't get into in the postgame that I wanted to? And a lot of people are coming up with comments stating that this is not anything to do with Spalletti. This is strictly a Juventus physical department, conditioning department, and Comoli has done nothing. And we know that we hired Burgess that came from Australia, and everybody's just on these guys. What is the point? Nothing ever changes with J Medical. Can Spalletti's hands be cleaned of this too? He literally came out in a press conference and said, he's been dealing with something. We saved him and preserved him from Bodo Glimt in the Champions League. Was he absolutely needed against Cagliari? 3 points away from the drop zone at home? I gotta say, I think it's a blunder from all involved at Juve. This guy should probably not have been playing. What do you guys think? Juve to blame here?
Sorry, I missed the name. Who is it?
Dusan.
What?
Dusan.
It's the Vlahovic injury, man. What do you mean you
the
missed the
Vlahovic
name?
injury? Because you diverged from it and went to Comoli and Burgess and all those guys.
Too many
So I
names.
lost it. Should he have played? Probably. Spalletti seems to like him. Um, but okay, would he
He
have played?
should
Probably.
have played? You're
No,
saying
no.
he should.
Would he have played? Probably. Should he have played? No. Okay, let's look at it in a different way.
Omer, get it
First of all,
together,
the
bro.
question.
Holy shit. What
No, no,
is
I'm
you with the
together. I
name?
have a lot of thoughts. I have tons of thoughts.
Yeah, no,
First of all, is this the last we've seen of Dushan? If he
Maybe.
goes through with the surgery,
probably, probably.
well, feels like it's that time of the year. Um, yeah, I think to some degree. I mean, I'm never happy when a player is injured. It's real bad. It looked real bad on the pitch the way he reacted. But to some degree, I think that's a blessing in disguise. Um, we need those guys to start rolling. Like we can't bank on Dushan and cameos for the last 10, 20 minutes of every match. Those guys have to get into it. And now they have to use them.
Hmm.
I mean, he could opt for like a Neil this false nine and still do it. But we need those guys to start firing, and it won't happen by them sitting on the bench and 15 minutes cameos and whatnot. And Dushan for me is basically as good as gone. Like either way, even if he didn't get injured, like he would have left anyway, in my opinion. I mean, they could have renewed him, but I don't think they would. So better early than when we actually need them. And now we actually need them. So I'm happy it's not like March and we're in crunch time and suddenly we lost our main striker.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sooner the better for me.
Yeah, the blessing in disguise is an interesting outlook, at least because, yeah, I mean, the whole Vlahovic thing has been very, very strange. But even if you go back to the beginning of the season, there was a promising link up between Yildiz, Conceição, and David that just kind of got thrown to the side. And then Vlahovic, once he started matches, was kind of showing a lot of the same. Like everybody's just so down on Openda and David, but they were getting limited minutes. And Vlahovic has always been good running at defenses and when the space is there. So it was like he's doing well off the bench. Is it telling the total story? A lot of people didn't feel like it was, but now you might be right on that blessing in disguise. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be interesting to see how David and Openda react, and we'll get to that more on as we lead into this. But Luca, how do you feel about the Vlahovic injury? Kind of a blunder there from Juve, or?
I mean, every time one of our players gets injured, I think it's a blunder because our recovery time takes like 200% longer than it should. So I don't know. To answer your question, I don't think we needed to start him. I definitely, especially after the Champions League game where both our other guys got points on the board. I think we should have started one of them or possibly both of them. But there's always that counter argument like, well, it's Cagliari. Yeah, they're not the best team, but we also drew to frickin' to Fiorentina, who's dead last. So sometimes you're just like, okay, he played him. We needed to win. So it's a double-edged sword. Do I think we should have started him? No, simple as that. I don't think we needed him.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating because this isn't the first time something like this has happened to Juve. And I mean, if we're hearing 3-4 months from them, if it's in the hands of Jay Milik, he's pretty much done and he's gone, and then he's into the summer on his free. The reason I would have to say it is a blunder is because of the fact that you've kind of taken out any options you may have had previously. If there was any team that might have or might find themselves in some type of scenario where they do want to maybe try to make a move in January, and maybe, just maybe, you might be tempted to take that up rather than see him just go for nothing and free, even if your whole thing was to talk about a renewal at season's end, you kind of have lost all options. Now it just goes right down to the end. And now you have a guy with, well, this has been an issue for multiple seasons for Vlahovic. And now it's at the point of surgery and it's bad. Yeah, it's an ugly situation. It's an ugly situation. In the follow-up, what does Juve do in the meantime? I mean, we know that there's a lot of options there for Spalletti. And they're even talking about utilizing Yildiz in different ways. We'll get to that when we get to the lineup things. But as far as David and Openda, you alluded to it maybe being a blessing in disguise. If you had to bank on something, do you think that's going to help him now that he's out of the picture? Do you think it actually increases pressure? And do you actually expect to see a lot of the same from them, which is a lot of frustrations in many fans' eyes? Which way do you think it's going to
I
go?
I think both statements are true to some degree. Um, yes, it's a lot of pressure, and we'll have to see if they can live up to it. That's been like the main thing. I don't think it's a talent thing with them. I think it's just accustomed to playing at Juve, Italian football, and all that. And yeah, I mean, look at Lloyd Kelly, and it took him a lot of time, and he stayed like the entire summer in Turin, and just got integrated into the culture of the city of the club. And it's a little early for me with those guys to like make a final judgment. Yeah, right now they suck. They need to be better. They need to be a lot better. Um, but I mean, Dushan, apart from the first like month and a half, has fallen into the same category for me this season. Like he had some games where he gave a little bit extra and ran a bit more, but honestly, in terms of production, like it hasn't been, that a stellar performance that
Yeah.
he has to start. So yeah, the chance is there for the taking for both those guys, and they're both signed a contract for 5 years, so there's still a long time for them to play at Juve. Um, Again, we have to be a bit patient, but I don't know yet, man. I need to see them. I think the pressure will get to at least one of them, but the other one will probably shine and take the opportunity.
Yeah, I have a feeling that, like, if anything for me is kind of a positive out of it, I think it opens up the door to Spalletti trying something that even Tudor wouldn't try, and that's actually the two of them together at some point in time, and actually seeing two strikers actually play and partner each other. Now, in terms of Yildiz, I think Yildiz provides a lot of flexibility up top because I think he can really flip the switch either as a second striker or even as a 10, but I think it opens up the door to be a little more daring from our coach. So, if you're going to take a positive out of that, for me, that's the positive. Never a positive when a player goes down or gets injured, especially a serious one. So I really feel for Vlahovic. But if there is a positive I take, I think it makes Spalletti a little more daring. Luca, what do you think in terms of the points myself and Omer made, and what do you think?
I agree fully with both of you in all your aspects. I mean, I see this as actually a positive. Like you said, Bert, I don't wish injury upon anybody, but we had this small. I'm not gonna call it an issue. It's a good issue to have. Like we had three strikers for technically one position, and as you said, no one really wanted to try two of them at the same time. Like we kind of saw it here and there, but not enough. Now I think we're never going to see those two. Personally, I think that's not a risk Spalletti is going to take, considering we only have those two. So putting them both on the field, I don't really see it happening. But I do think now, it kind of opens up much more possibility for these guys. Like Omar said, Dujan for a while was not doing anything special. He wasn't even starting when Tudor started the season. He was at best a sub, and David was starting every game for us, and he was doing rather well. So I'm excited to see at least one of them get back to just a starting position, even whether that's David or Penda. I really don't care, but I'm excited to see what that could translate to. Albeit, this is being a negative situation with losing someone like Dushan, but I'm excited. I'm more hopeful than I thought I'd be. It's not great. He is still a presence, I would say. He has been, like you said, some games he does have that extra aura about him. But the fact that he's selective of those games is what bothers me about Dushan, and it's been like that for a couple years now. So, I mean, it sucks, but I'm not totally, down on it. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Man, credit to him. 4 years at J Medical, and only now he has his first surgery. That's like a
So young.
record
That's why.
in terms of J Milik.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Now, other headlines. Yildiz. Well, Arsenal approaches Yildiz an entourage for a 75 million euro deal. Yeah, okay. I wrote up the contract for them. It's right there. All right. There's your contract for Yildiz. Drop a 1 in front of that 75, and then maybe we could talk. But
That's getting
no, in all honesty, Fabrizio Romano and Nico Schira did provide updates, and they're playing the financial aspect side of things again, claiming that in pretty much the next week and a half, 2 weeks, there are more meetings set up between Juve and Yildiz, and that Juve has a revamped offer, 5.5 to 6 million with performance-based bonuses on top, okay?
Yeah.
And then from there, we see. Now, my question to you guys is, do you guys actually believe it is financial? Is it ambitions and the project, and Yildiz trying to figure out what these guys are going to do and he wants guarantees? Is it both? What do you actually think is the truth here? And do you think this thing gets finalized before Christmas, or do you think it's going to drag on all year?
Yeah, I kind of think they're going to solve it in January. I think he's going to sign in January. Um, Look, there obviously are calls and teams looking
For
to buy
sure.
him because he's one of the biggest stars. I mean, I can't say that's a lie and no way. Of course, Arsenal checked. Of course, Chelsea checked. And I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid have checked to see what the situation is. But in terms of Keenan himself, I think that as long as the terms are there, he will stay because he gave me like the vibe of someone who's true to his heart. For the same reason he plays for Turkey and not Germany. He was born in Germany and lived there his whole life, but he plays for the country of his parents because he's the type of guy who goes with his heart. He could have started for Germany, and that's why I think that if the terms are right, because he does look around. I mean, players his age, Jude Bellingham's, and all those guys, they were making a lot more than what he makes right now. So it's okay for him to ask, something a bit more. He's one of the best up and coming stars in the world right now. I think they'll get it finalized like 5.5 in January.
All right. All right. And Luca, what do you think?
Um, in response to your question, I think it's a mix of both. It's it is financial. Like it's like Omar said, the kid's not stupid. His agent certainly is not stupid. Um, he's going to look around and he's going to compare himself to bigger names at that same time, at that same age, and he's going to ask for something similar. So financially, yes, there's an aspect to play here, but I think Juventus, and especially with Chiellini having a very big word in this, will make sure to give the kid what he thinks he deserves, and he'll talk him into talk him down from the ledge, saying, okay, you're not a 10 million player, you're not a 10 million a year player, but you're around maybe 6. Let's be realistic. So I think there is a financial aspect, 1,000%. The kid's not dumb; he has to earn a living, and he knows his value. And I'll let them negotiate. I don't care what it ends up being. I just don't think it'll be overblown. I have faith in that now. And I also don't think it's just I don't think it's just financial. There is a project base there. The kid has to ask himself: does he want to be the face of this club, this massively, known, reputable club, or does he want to become just a sub at like either an English side or maybe at Real Madrid? He's got to ask himself that question. And as Omar said, I think he goes with his heart, and if he feels the love and the allure of being the number one at Juventus, then he'll stay. I don't see that being an issue.
Yeah, I mean, obviously money's going to be in play, but I don't think it's a big thing. I would hope not. I mean, if Juve was nickel and diming here while you've got bench players making as much as your starters on your current roster, I mean, you guys are idiots if that's the case. Like, smarten up. I'd go in there and slap everybody today if that's the case. So, like, obviously financial, I don't think it's as big a thing. And I think maybe Yildiz is kind of trying to see what's going on. I mean, this is a lot of coaches, even for just him,
Yeah.
in a short period of time. Management changes, upper management changes. It's like, what route are we going? Where are we headed? Like, I mean, of course he's going to ask this. If he's asking himself about financial, why would financial be an issue to Yildiz? The teams that are going to be after him are going to be able to pay him whatever the hell he wants. So, like, I don't really think financials probably going to be the holdup. So when you hear that both teams want to continue together, like, it's either Juve's actually being this stingy, okay, and waiting for the Vlahovic contract to run its course at season's end, and some other, salary cleanups before they actually hit it on the books, and just utilizing the fact that they have him until 2029 already under contract. That's my guess. My guess is they know they have him under contract to 2029, and they're waiting for some of the natural cleanup financially before they actually lock it in. That's what I think. I don't think they're going to piss him away for like $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, even, for that matter. I don't think they're going to say goodbye on that account. What pisses me off about all of this is the narrative that they allow media to take with this, and other teams kind of obviously are going to have interest in this player. They're going to be keeping eyes on and I always say, I never feel like Juve kind of controls a narrative strong enough or really fights their case better. And if that was the case, just come out and say it. It's done. Or rather than say, you know what, we're not there, like, we're going to have meetings, but it's going to be later on. No, like, just say, Kenan Yildiz ain't going to go anywhere. We're going to finalize the contract. Like, have some goddamn conviction. Like,
But that's always been the problem, right? The transparency.
Always.
Always. It's nothing new.
No.
I mean, I'm not shocked.
Always. And while even like everything with officials and stuff too, when we say I hate using referees as an excuse for matches and results and stuff, obviously, but you still should fight the case when guys make errors and then they're demoted and it costs you points or sacrificing. You still got to make some noise about it. And I just feel like we could fight the fight a little bit better, but controlling the narrative, that's probably the most annoying thing for me, that Juve just allows it to go on. And especially when it's Yildiz, star player, and you just have all this going on, just shut it down. Because if that's the case and you wanted to wait for that natural cleanup on wages, I'm cool with it. But just lay it out on the line, But
I have a question. Is Yildiz the first name on the team sheet for you? If you're building a lineup right now, Yildiz is the first one you plug in his spot, and after that you worry about the rest, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's absolutely entitled of asking for a salary that is a first-team player at Juventus salary because of the guys around him and how much they earn. And if the counter argument, he's 20, then that's not an argument. I mean, that's not how jobs work. It works based on your output and importance. So Juve have to figure it out. I really hope they close it in January. I still have a small belief that they just told everyone, look, we're going through a lot of stuff, new management. It's not that we're not doing it. We're just keeping it all on hold to like a later date. And then we'll address all those issues.
Yeah, small hope.
Now we've got other rumors. You guys know about the rumor mill, okay? And we'll get to one of the rumors later on because it's got a little fun topic associated to it. A top 5 for Tuesday. We'll get to that. And we got more of Omer's segment coming today for you as well. But Gurace finds himself in the rumors as a player Juve's monitoring, as Dortmund and him having issues and whatnot. Oh my God, we are just going to be linked all over the place. But listen, I'm going to put the rumor mill aside, okay, and just say this. We are now finally hearing rumblings that based on what's going on with Dusan and needing to shore up the back in a leaky defense, that Camoli is now going to look in January for moves. This whole thing has been funny to me. I mean, the Vlahovic thing now has him looking in January. I mean, the back line needed help in the summer. It still needs help, I think. If you have... The way they should approach January, for me, is the same as any other season. If you're looking to build your damn team in January, you failed miserably. What you do in January is look for opportunities to boost an area with an opportunity, a market opportunity. You don't go nuts in January. And you don't look to build your squad. You don't look on anything long-term. You don't look on commitment-type moves. You just look for some help. And, yeah, it's interesting. But do you think Kamoli strikes in January? Do you think it's one move? Do you think it's a loan? Do you think it's a couple? You think we got some action coming in January, or you think not much at all?
I think we definitely will see at least one player. At least. Now, this Vlahovic issue kind of complicates things a bit. In my personal opinion, I mean, you already have 4 strikers. 2 of them are injured. Don't bring in a 5th one.
Yep.
That's why you have next gen, what's his name? Eli Mongele.
Yep.
Eli Mogale. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, that's why you have those teams to use them whenever you need. I mean, don't go splashing out on Gerassi, who's a phenomenal player, by the way. I think he's a great striker. But it will also cost a lot of money. I mean, Dortmund are not selling cheap. Never. So, yeah, I wouldn't focus there. Like midfield, defense, take your pick. Each of them is a far more urgent case than the attack, even with the Vlahovic injury.
And Gerassi was not January, by the way, everybody. It's just being links that Juve's monitoring in the future summer, whatever. But, yeah.
Okay.
Now, let's get to the actual matchup today. Coppa Italia. A lot of thoughts from fans at Coppa Italia, even in the build-up to this game. And when you look at Juve's schedule for the month of December, let's start off with that. Let's start off with the actual schedule for the month of December. And I'm actually going to pull it up here because I was asking people, we always like to do that when we look at the calendar and try and figure out how we feel Juve is going to do. It obviously starts today in the Coppa Italia, and we're going to get to it right here. I'll pull it up for everybody so we can actually take a look at it. We'll get those plugs out of the way. Okay. We'll talk about those plugs in a bit here. So, month of December calendar right there for you. Udinese, Coppa Italia. Obviously, this weekend coming up, big one against Napoli at the Maradona. You're going to have Paphos in Champions League. Then Bologna. Then you have Roma. And then you'll finish off with Pisa. If I asked you right now what you think Juve's record's going to be, you don't have to pinpoint with each exact matchup or whatnot, but what do you think Juve's record's going to be in the month of December?
In the entire month? I think they beat Paphos. I think they win today. Napoli, Bologna, Roma could be detrimental to our season.
Yeah.
If they come out with, I don't know, 7 points from those games, I mean, we're back in it. We're back in the mix, top 4, and maybe even... Yeah, but that's the case. It's a big if. I think both Bologna and Napoli are away too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a brutal schedule. I'm glad to see we have some rest at least between Bologna and Roma. My guess is Juve gets 6 points. I think they lose 1 and win 2.
Good Lord.
Hey, I was going to say the same.
3 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. 6 for
obviously,
6. Woo!
Obviously, Pisa is a win. I mean, I'm referring to the 3
Luca,
big games.
what do you have? What do you think our record's going to be?
I'm saying 3 wins. I'm going to change it up because I don't want to say the same as Omar anymore. 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss.
4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. God damn, that was drawn out, boys. Let's just throw it out there. 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss is what I think it's going to be.
Omar stretched that one a bit.
One canceled
I actually
game.
think that the opponents, not to throw shade or disrespect, but I actually think the opponents are perfect if you're going to throw midweek matches in between like a matchup where you've got Napoli and Bologna. And I'm going to stand firm that on paper, Napoli, Bologna, Roma looks trickier than it actually is going to be. Because I think it looks trickier on paper because of the standings. But I swear to God, and I stand firm when I say this, and I say it with full conviction, it's no bullshit. You guys know, you get what you get with me, okay? What you see is what you get. This is it. Serie A is unconvincing, okay? I don't give a shit where Bologna, where Napoli, where Roma sit. No team in Serie A scares me. What scares me? These guys. Juve. Juve scares me because we can't figure our shit out, okay? But I'm telling you, it looks trickier than it actually is. None of those teams instill any type of fear in me whatsoever. And I'm talking about our team that has not found momentum, not found rhythm. You can tell they're still looking for confidence and they're still trying to gain chemistry. And I still carry no fear about those three clubs. I promise you. Like, you could probably still say it's a coin flip game, but it's a coin flip game because of the unknown from Juve. If we had even more points, if we had some more confidence, if the goals were coming a little bit more than they have been so far, man, I'd go in with strong confidence and say you're going to walk out December undefeated. There's still people saying Juve could go easily, 5-6 wins out of those games. And you know what? It could happen because Serie A is unconvincing. The reason people have doubt is just not because of those teams. It's because of us. We just got to figure our shit out. Now, blessing in disguise with a certain injury to force your hand with other guys. Maybe, we'll see. It starts today, though, with Udinese. And we're going to look at this matchup. Real quick, though, let's have a little bit of a flashback. Okay? The last time Juve faced Udinese in the Coppa Italia, you remember what season that was?
2021 with Stadi.
In the Coppa Italia, it was 2020. Okay?
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
January 15th, 2020. Do you remember the scoreline?
I remember 4-0, but that wasn't in 2020, I believe, with...
No,
maybe it was with Dybala and Higuain.
Yes, exactly that game.
Yes, with Dybala and Higuain, with the beautiful interchange between them. That's the one?
Yes, the one.
4-0. Dybala brace, Higuain goal. Do you remember the third goal scorer?
Rugani.
Douglas Costa?
Douglas Costa.
Yeah.
Douglas Costa. That was the last time we faced
Rugani,
him.
out of all the names you could have chosen, you chose Rugani?
Some center back
he did start in that game, though. Rugani did start in that game. So the back line, so we started with Buffon while he was wearing the number 77. Across the back, you had Danilo on the right, Rugani and De Ligt as your two center backs, Sandro on the outside left. In the midfield three, Rabiot, Bentancur, Bernardeschi was your midfield three. And then up top, Dybala, Higuain, and Costa. There you go.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need. No need for defense or midfield.
No need for defense or mid. That front three did everything.
That's the last time we played him. Can anybody tell me who the leading goal scorer in the history of this fixture is?
Omar, that's you, buddy. I'm not getting that one.
Because of the way you asked it, I think it's Dybala.
I don't know why it'd have anything to do with how I asked it, but it is Dybala.
Oh, yeah. Because you kind of gave it away.
How many goals?
9.
21?
No.
8?
No.
Went super high.
Damn. No, he was here for 7 years. It could be more. 11.
Yeah, but he
11 goals against Udinese. And he is the leader. Do you want to try and round out the top 5?
The top 5 goal scorers?
One's old school. One's old school. Like really old school.
Is Del
So I
Piero
put
also?
Del Piero is number 3 with 8 goals.
I want to
Del
put
Piero is
Ronaldo in there
number
for some reason.
3. All of the guys you're talking about are Juve players, right? Or do you
Yes.
have like a Di Natale in
There's
there?
no
Okay.
Udinese player that makes it.
Okay. The old school guy, Sivori or
No.
Boniperti?
No.
No. Okay. John Charles?
No.
Damn.
Try again.
Okay. Let's leave him out
Let's do
for
new
a
school.
second. Yeah, let's do new school.
I have a
Um,
feeling I think Higuain might be in there. I feel like
No.
he went off.
no, Trezeguet?
No.
God
Wow.
damn. Wow, we're
Vialli.
not. This is why I said no.
No. This guy has a record with Juve. This guy had a record that was like it's associated to a famous tweet from one of our
Oh,
members.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's in there with 7
Okay.
goals. Yeah.
Fudge the
Wow.
kick. Oh my god. That's
There's a
insane.
player from Juve's past in the 90s that makes this list.
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna throw out strikers like Jugovic.
No.
No. Baggio.
No.
Ravanelli.
No.
Boxic.
No.
God damn it.
So
Who
by
else
the
do
way,
we have?
Azzurri Juve hit 1 with Hansen. Hansen's number 2 at
cool.
9 goals. We're
Good
missing
one.
another one sitting there
Oh.
with 7
People?
goals.
People?
Pippo Inzaghi. There you go.
Oh my god. That
Oh,
took
that should
forever.
have been my first guess.
Super Pippo.
So
There you go.
So Dybala.
So you're 5. This is your 5.
Mhm.
Dybala at 11 goals, Hansen at 9, Del Piero at 8, and then Ronaldo and Inzaghi with 7. There you go. What's crazy is that, man, Ronaldo. With the 100 goals in his short period of time with Juve, fastest to hit 100 goals for Juve. He finds himself on a lot of these lists. So when we play,
he's on
probably
a
a
lot of
safe
them.
bet that you pick Ronaldo. And the tweet that we were alluding to was Joe Cappuccino's famous tweet when Vlahovic joined Juve, claiming, and he bagged, I think, a brace pretty quick or something, scored quick, and he goes, Vlahovic is going to break Ronaldo's record of scoring 100 goals and be the fastest to 100 goals. And, man,
God.
people don't
still
forget,
safe.
Joe. They don't forget.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
let's get to this
Poor Joe.
matchup.
Stupid
Juve
tweets.
have dominated this fixture for years, okay? Winning 14 of the last 17 league meetings. We literally beat them a little while ago, 3-1 as well. Udinese will arrive with some improved spirits, though, as Runjajic's men have had to earn their place in the last 16, doing so the hard way with 2 earlier rounds. And over the weekend, Udinese struck another encouraging blow, beating Parma 2-0. And Zaniolo getting it going for Udinese. Keaton Davis got himself a PK. He's been actually playing quite well for them. But this is another team and yet another 3-5-2. Surprise, surprise.
Oh
Shocked.
god,
Yeah,
I hate this.
absolutely
No way.
shocking. We talked about this as of late, how many teams in Italy are playing this. And I mean, it's like the Italian setup. It's just in the league, whatever, all these teams. It makes them so comfortable in defending that they're willing to do that and just take their chances on a transition style game. And Udinese is going to do exactly that today in this matchup against Juve. In terms of injuries, well, obviously for Juve, we still wait for Bremer. We get news that Napoli might come a little too soon. Paphos in Champions League might be where he finds himself on the squad list. On the squad list. Not just starting, raring to go. On the squad list. Milik is, who knows. And that's kind of where it's at. Rugani, Perin is also injured. That's why he's not playing today. Di Gregorio has been battling some illness. Might have been the same thing Gatti had or whatnot.
And now Pinsolio as well. Like, who's our goalkeeper?
Pinsolio's out as well, so we've pulled up. There's a young guy that's got called up earlier this season as well when Pinsolio's been out.
What was his name?
Look, Perin Penin can't be a starter simply because of the fact his body will not allow it.
We talked about this last time. The guy gets
when he was at Genoa, it doesn't matter. His body will not allow him to be a starter. Period.
yeah.
Now, Spalletti claims Di Gregorio's the number one anyways. So any thoughts of people that wanted kind of Perin to be the guy and continue on, it ain't going to happen. He's not the number one. Di Gregorio will be. When you're looking at Udinese, their absentees, 2 confirmed, Kamara and then Christensen. So Kamara is out with muscle issue as well as Christensen. So this is what we expect to see from Udinese. But this could change a lot too because they're expected to rest a few people as well. But Davis, Zaniolo, I actually don't think they're going to go with both despite Zaniolo's recent form and whatnot. It's going to be interesting to see. But at the back, Okoye in goal, Bertola, Gabasele, Soleil, and then Zanoli, Pietrowski, Karlstrom, Atta, Zemura, and then Davis, Zaniolo. But again, they're expecting 3 changes to this. These Coppa Italia games are impossible for these guys to try and predict these lineups, right? Now, when you get to Juve, this is what's being thrown out there. Now, probably expect a few changes here as well, but Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Gatti re-enters in the center. Kelly will be left center back. Kominers sliding back into the midfield. João Mario. Who the hell is that?
Holy.
João Mario, Miretti, Kominers, Kostic across the middle. Adzic, 2 strikers, David and Openda. Well, fellas, how do you feel about this projected lineup?
Can't say it's not interesting.
It is.
It is interesting, and again, I know I don't like the term on paper, but the way that it looks, we should beat them. You need to rest some of those guys. Lucatelli, I'm shocked Kalulu is still playing. But yeah, Cambiaso, Yildiz, Lucatelli, Thuram, before Napoli, a few days, and then Papos. They need to rest.
No. Yeah, when you're looking at this lineup, there are lots saying still no Zhigrova. Well, Zhigrova was rumored to start, but Spalletti came out later when he actually did his press conference and just simply said that Zhigrova is still recovering. That's why he prefers to use him off the bench. So he's still recovering. So I don't actually believe he will start. Maybe we get surprised. Maybe Spalletti's playing games. Maybe he's keeping his cards close to his chest. But I don't know. I feel like he's pretty sincere in what he says. So I actually don't expect Zhigrova to start. If I'd have to take a guess at some of these other calls in there, I do believe you'll see Kominers probably slid into the middle of the park. Kalulu's going to start every game from here until he's on the Fino alla Fine plan every single damn minute until the end, and until the end of your contract, man. We're running you ragged, so Kalulu's out there forever.
Guy, man.
The midfield is a bit weak.
Kinsolio's out. Di Gregorio starting.
Midfield is weak.
Across the middle, I don't know if we see this many changes in the lineup. I wouldn't be against it. And I mean, David and Openda to start at the same time with a player behind them. I don't know. Coppa Italia and then you go with Adzic. Sure, it'd be an opportunity. But I mean, I kind of still want to get after it a little bit. So I don't know if I play both of those guys the same. It wasn't really good or clicking between the guys. Bodo Adzic was on a horror show. But I do like following it up with him in a game like the Coppa Italia. So it's a bit of an interesting call. I'm really not against that. If that's what we were to get, I wouldn't be against it, to be honest. But I have a feeling that you're not going to see a lineup where one of Cambiaso and McKennie isn't in there. So I think one of Cambiaso or McKennie definitely finds his way into this game. And I'm still not 100% sure that you don't see one of Chico or Yildiz start this game. You know?
Yeah.
So I think this is a little radical. Not over the top, but I think it's a little bit. A little bit.
Pushing. It's pushing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this was Sky that reported this?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, that says everything you need to know.
I mean, nobody really has been getting them right. Last year,
lately,
Albanese went on a tear, but this year, nobody's been able to get it right. Nobody's been able to get it right. But I wouldn't have a problem with that lineup, to be honest. But I would agree with having one of McKennie or Cambiaso out there on an outside role. And let's just see. Let's just see.
I think when you have your first Coppa game like this and you have some heavy hitters coming up, like Napoli on the weekend, the only requests I heavily want to see here is someone like Adzic getting minutes again, because he had a horror show last game, and just give him that opportunity to go again, I think that's a great move. And someone who hasn't been getting minutes like Joao Mario as well. Those are my only real desires here. What you do with the rest, try to rest as many guys as you can out of Napoli, but shit, play some freaking, some next gen players if you want. It's Coppa, it's Udinese, mix it up. Those are the two demands that I would have.
That first Coppa Italia game every season goes a lot easier than expected. It's like those teams
exactly.
you play the midweek game pretty much kills them. Adzic, I have a close eye on him, because right now when he got his chances, aside from that Inter goal,
he was good before that.
Got his Fino alla fine moment, but when he got the chance to start, he never impressed. And I mean, he's still a young guy, but he needs to pick it up a bit and have more effect.
Yeah, and Adzic needs some minutes here, as we got Rosinho saying. So happy to see him there, and rest Yildiz for a bit. It's interesting. Going back to the whole Vlahovic injury thing, Yildiz, remember what I said about rest and important matchups on the backside of things, like this Coppa Italia and then going to Napoli. And I always said you make it up in training. Well, Spalletti alluded to what they did with Yildiz, and that's exactly what they did. They lightened the load in the training side of things. He didn't start in Bodo Glimt, and they took him off the bench in that game. And I was like, holy smokes, imagine that. Imagine using it, using your training as opportunities to rest these guys and lighten the load there to make up for it and account for it, to still chase results and chase victories. And we're going to get to the Coppa Italia and the importance, the significance, how we view it, because fans have different views on this tournament in general. But when we get to this right now, keys to victory, no matter who starts for Juve, it's going to be the same thing when you're playing these guys, okay? And you're going to get a team that's going to have to be unlocked, that's going to force you to the outside, and Juve's going to have to be ready to go. So this is why I have a feeling definitely one of Cambiaso or McKennie starts in this game, and it's going to be at those outside positions, because they're going to naturally force you out there. If you're going with Miretti in there and Co-Miners, I expect Co-Miners staying deep lying. Miretti will still get advanced a lot, and that's going to help. If you played David and Openda, it would still be okay, because David can also, we know how he likes to play. He likes to be involved in the build-up and almost be a setup man. Having Openda there to push the line, force them back even more, create havoc, it could all work out just fine. But you might be in a scenario where at some point in the game, you need, like Adzic is going to be a big guy. Like whoever plays that role is going to have to be on point. I also don't know if Spalletti, if you have Jagrova that can come off the bench, the way Chico's been playing and creating for us, I feel like he might still start, even with Napoli on the backside. Let's see. But guys, we got to put our money where our mouth is. It's time for the predictions. Prediction, final score, some tiebreakers. What do you think? And who wants to kick us off?
Age before beauty.
Okay. So 2-0 Juve. I think we finally don't concede.
Whoa.
And goal scorers. I think Openda gets one, and Miretti gets one. And that's about it. Juve to win the
Okay.
coin toss. That's my third one.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I didn't even tell you guys about the absolute plug who's going to be officiating this game. Francesco
Oh,
Oh
Forno.
no.
The
Who?
Forno. Serie
Doesn't not ring a
B.
bell.
I don't
85
even know
appearances.
anyone.
85 appearances in Serie B. 5.2
Something.
yellows per game there, 27 reds, 22 PKs. In Serie A,
5
55 matches officiated, 4.9 yellows per game, 10 reds, 21 PKs. The last time he officiated a Juventus match was Juve Empoli Coppa Italia, where we lost on PKs to the third
God,
string.
was that
Oh,
last season?
that's not an interesting omen. I don't know what is, but yeah, that 1-1 game that went to PKs that we lost against those guys. So there's 4-0 for you. Frankie Oven. Love it. Love it. Frankie Oven there. Francesco Forno.
I don't.
So,
I don't remember. Like, do we have extra time? I don't think we do. Right?
It's
like if it ends in a
no.
draw, it goes straight to penalties.
I think it goes straight
Yeah.
kicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
straight
fine.
kicks.
we
So,
can
Luca, you're up, buddy.
I'm going 3-1. I'm hoping that front line really pops off. I don't know. I feel like Udinese, when we click, we can click. Goal scorers. I'm gonna say David gets 2. That's very hopeful. And Chico gets another.
Okay.
I'm gonna go the over 5 on yellow cards, because this guy, his average was like 5 a game. What was it, 4.9 and then 5.2? I'm going over 5.
Okay.
And did I need anything else? I think that's it.
Well, Frankie Oven there. You're good to go, man. You're good to go. 3-1, 3-1, 2-0. So Omer says we finally get that clean sheet. I
don't see
feel
it.
today will be a clean sheet. I'm kind of close to both of you because I do see Juve scoring 3 goals and I do see us getting a clean sheet. I'm going 3-0. I'm going 3-0, folks. Okay. As far as goal scorers, somebody at the back line gets one today. Set piece goal, our specialties, pieces. Yes, set piece goal. Let's go with Lloyd. Lloyd, I'm going with a Kelly goal. I'm going with a Kelly goal. I'm going to say that David scores. Okay. David, Kelly, and let's throw a goal in there from Miretti. Kelly, David, Miretti, your goal scorers. And for a fun one here.
Yeah, red card.
Juve's 2 up at the half. So it's 2-0 halftime score.
That's hopeful.
And should I do something with this official? Should we do something with Frankie Oven?
With the oven.
Frankie
I
Oven
would.
going to send somebody off today? We're going to
was
get
yellow
a
card-
2 yellow? I don't think so. I don't think it's going
No.
to be as contested, to be quite honest. 5 yellows might even be harsh, so I'm going to take the opposite. I'm going to say
You
less.
take the under?
I'm going to take the under on 5.
I'll put your money where your fucking mouth is.
Under 5. We'll have to battle that one out tomorrow after this one, Luca. So there you go. Predictions are in, everybody. I wish I could bring you a live watch along for this game, but no such luck. Okay. Booking those Champions League matches off, so that kind of takes precedence there. But Coppa Italia in general, we'll talk about this. Precedence. There was many saying with the schedule, that's why we covered it earlier, not just a pretty face, okay? We got it cooking up here. December, you're going to have Napoli, you're going to have Bologna, you're going to have Roma in between this. Juve should sacrifice Coppa Italia and Juve should focus on league. Agree, disagree
Never.
with that statement? Chat, agree, disagree with that?
Never.
Never.
I don't agree
Never.
with it at all.
Yeah, you want to be a big club, you challenge for every title. You don't take any of them lightly. And at the end of the day, even the what was the last Allegri season, it was still nice to win it. Like I did feel great. I think some of those players deserve the trophy. I'm happy Danilo got to lift one as a Juve captain. So no, every trophy for me is just go for it.
It's not even like that alone is enough. You fight for absolutely everything. You fight, fight, fight. But Spalletti comes out and says, "We want to win the Coppa Italia." Love it. Set yourself up for failure. Acknowledge that it's a failure if you don't win it. That's okay. Failure is a part of life. I'm tired of these guys coming in and treating Juve like it's out there for participation ribbons. Guess what? We're going to fight for it. We want to win it. And if you don't win it, yeah, it's a failure. Sorry if you want to try and protect players and just say, we want to make a good run, whatever, but league's priority or this is priority. No, it's all a priority. Furthermore, if you're looking at this Juve, this tournament presents a great opportunity for these guys to get that confidence boost. And this is a great matchup today to get a confidence boost, make it 3 consecutive wins, heading into the match at the Maradona against Napoli. So you don't sacrifice it. If anything, you try to build that momentum. You try and get momentum going in your favor, and you use this matchup. This is the perfect matchup for me to play before that Napoli game and get your motivation and your confidence where it needs to be. You agree with that, Luca?
I mean, I can't disagree. Like, if you're disagreeing with that, then you're just going against what this club stands for, if you ask me. But no, I'm agreeing with you 1,000%. I don't even know what to add to that.
Yeah, the importance of Coppa Italia just in general too. Like, number one, just from a trophy standpoint,
Yeah.
what a beautiful trophy. I've always said the Coppa Italia is just a beautiful looking trophy.
It is a nice looking trophy.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
damn.
it's actually a great trophy.
It's beautiful. It is just beautiful. I love that trophy. And Lewis loves the tournament as a whole. Like, he was the first one in the chat. He goes,
Yeah.
Coppa Italia Day. Love
loves
this
that
tournament. It's because you see the guys that don't get the minutes normally.
Yeah, exactly.
And they kind of
Which-
get their run at it. And it's kind of cool, too, for that. You're muted, Omer.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I love the early Coppa Italia matches because it really is the first time that you can actually start your B team and still win it. I don't know why. It's just easier. You can finish with Udinese at 1-1, barely have a shot on goal, and then beat them 4-0 in the Coppa. I mean, I don't know how it works. So yeah, I mean, Coppa Italia, it's a trophy, second most important trophy in Italy. I would love to win it.
Yeah.
I would be okay
Absolutely.
with it. I would love it.
If anything, if any of these fans, the younger generation that come in to Juve through like a decade of dominance, always said, like, man, don't take it for granted. Don't take any trophy ever for granted. Juve has the most Coppa Italias with 15. Let's make it 16 this year, okay? So the importance of it, very important.
By the way, do we have a bracket? Have you seen a bracket of where do we stand, or is it after the game?
No, there is a Coppa Italia bracket that's already out there. I could try to dig it up here.
Who is on our side?
So I believe.
I haven't seen it either, actually.
So after we. Oh, no, this is not the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. Italia brackets 25-26. There we go. Okay. So Juve has. Where the hell? Udinese. And then we will take on the winner of who Atalanta face. And I can't remember who made it through on Atalanta's side. So is this 25-26? Yeah, we're on Atalanta's side. with Bologna and Lazio. On the other side, you have Inter, Roma, Fiorentina, Napoli.
And Milan.
So Milan had to play to get in, right? Milan's on our side.
Yeah.
So Milan is on our side. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not it's a good draw. These are always good draws, though, for me when I'm looking at Juve.
Again, it's the Coppa. Anything's possible, boys.
Because Milan's going to play Lazio. Bologna's going to play Parma. Atalanta's got Genoa. So we would play either Genoa or Atalanta. And then you'd play whoever makes it out of Bologna, Parma, Lazio, Milan.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky in recent years with the draws and the bracket and where we stand.
We should have won so many more.
That's probably a pretty good split. You got Napoli, Roma, Inter on that side. You got Milan, Juve on the other side. It's pretty good for both those sides. Probably be licking their chops trying to go. Yeah. We'll see. But now, outside of the brackets, we talked about the importance of this and just this right now in this season. Ideal 11s. We're getting really close to this because this whole Coppa Italia match brought a lot of questions, especially in Vlahovic's absence. What's ideal for this team? We're not far from Bremer getting back. So we asked, what's your ideal 11? Well, Luca presented us with his ideal 11. Guys fit coming back. This is what Luca pulls up. Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Bremer, Kelly, Cambiaso, Miretti, Locatelli, Thuram, Chico, David, Yildiz. 4-3-3. Luca, you want to talk to your ideal 11?
I mean, I really want to see Spalletti get back to this lineup, this formation, period. Just because it worked with him so many other times. And I don't know with our backline if 3-man is the way to go or to continue. But I know that with this, at least, with let's say Kalulu in there, I could see it kind of shifting if it has to kind of a 3-man back, and Cambiaso could push forward. That's all I really have to add here. It's very flexible. I think Miretti can push forward and so can Thuram. In that front three, I mean, now that Dujan's out, these three in the beginning of the season were great together. So I don't really have much more to add. I'd plug and play maybe Adzic in Miretti's role, depending how he does in the next couple of games. And yeah, that's it. This is my ideal with everyone back, let's say, besides Dusan.
And no Miners in the lineup.
I thought about it, but no. I saw him doing decently well, but I liked Kelly better, especially in a 4-man back. I don't see.
What about Coop Miners in the midfield somewhere?
Oh fuck! I'm not liking him in the mid unless he changes my mind today. I'm not loving it lately.
All right, and Omar, what do you think about Luca's ideal 11 here?
I don't know.
Let it rip.
No, it's not bad. I'd go with the 4-3-3 as well. I'm a sucker for it. I don't think I want Kalulu as a right back. I think I want Cambiaso there. And
McKennie on the left, is that it? Or
yeah, I'll probably drop Kelly and put Kalulu and Bremer together. Cambiaso on the right. Yeah, you can go McKennie, Cabal. I need to see more from him. So yeah, let's go McKennie. Can't leave him out. Locatelli, Thuram. I think Coop Miners needs to be in there. I just don't know how. Yeah, it's a tricky one. The attack, I mean, no questions. Yildiz, Conceição, and David would be my picks too. It's just something with Miretti and Coop Miners, something in the midfield that I would do differently, but I don't know what. I need to think about it.
Yeah, I'm fine with 4-3-3. I'd almost like to see more of a 4-2-3-1. There's a lot of talk. I believe it when I see it that Coop Miners overtakes Locatelli in the middle of the park. The last time Coop Miners played in that role, tried to do it from the midfield, He's a disaster positionally. So unless he completely changes the interpretation, if Spalletti can get him to understand he cannot bail and abandon ship, then it could work. Because if he stays at home, like this position has allowed him to stay at home, he has to as a left center back. That's half the battle. Because whatever the fuck he was doing before positionally was garbage. Hot garbage. He was just abandoning ship, leaving everywhere. I think if you're going to go four-man backline, it's for a 4-2-3-1 type scenario. And you can slide Miretti forward. Thuram is a guy that needs to step up. And Cope Miners and Locatelli clamping things down as pivots would actually be stronger for me based on what we've been getting lately. Until Thuram finds that form where he needs to get going. And when Thuram finds that form, then all of a sudden you've got your changeup. But Cominers and Loca locking things down and stabilizing so Miretti can get advanced and always stay advanced with Chico one side, Yildiz, David. That's ideal for me if you're going to keep four-man backline. I created one that's if Spalletti wants to stick with the three at the back. If you want to stick with three at the back, this is what I'd probably do.
I like this.
More of a traditional 3-5-2. Keep Cope Miners at left center back where he's doing well. Keep Kalulu where he's doing well at right center back. You get Bremer back into the mix. Locatelli and Thuram as your pivots with Miretti still advanced. And then Yildiz playing as the second to David. Cambiasso on the left just because McKennie is more effective on the right. But I'm also not opposed to using Chico Conceição or Jagrova and pushing them forward aggressively from that right outside position. What do you think about this if you had to keep the three at
back? I like it. To be honest, I like it. I think it's better from what we've seen so far. My only issue is, someone's going to have to pay the price. Probably Jagrova. And that we'll see a lot less minutes. I mean, you're fine with Chico as the right wing back. I'm less so.
Because if Kalulu gets away from the far advanced roles and just pushes that flank just to get him inside more, Jagrova also played as an outside midfielder for Lille.
That's true.
Yeah, it can be there.
So I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work because I think defensively you could still, it doesn't have to be five at the back all the time defensively. The right side could shut it down. You can make four across the back as Cambiasso slides back. I think if you had to keep the three-man back line, if Spalletti didn't want to abandon the three, this is what I would look at personally. That's just me.
I'll tell you what I would do with your lineup. And even Spalletti alluded to it in his press conference, or even said it, not alluded to it. And that Yildiz has a lot of defensive work that Spalletti himself doesn't like. He wants him to be a bit further and step it up and not chase down because it takes a lot from his energy going on the attacks. So I don't think Cambiasso is a good partner for it. I would swap Cambiasso and McKennie on the wings.
Good point. I would also do that, I think.
All right. No problem. Mm-hmm. No problem with it. But there are options. There are options available to Spalletti. Yeah. He's got a lot of things that he could do. How about Yildiz? I had Yildiz as a second striker. Luca, you have him out on the outside. What's the ideal position, do you believe personally, for Kenan Yildiz? There was a lot of talks about him being used as a false nine. I don't like it, to be honest, but what do you think's ideal for him?
Free roaming.
On the field.
Free roaming. Yeah.
As long as he's on the field, I don't care.
For the formations, put him on the left wherever. I need him to free roam. I need him to pop up when he needs. I don't want him like glued to the center, because then he'll have a tough time. He'll have defenders on his back all the time, and when he's out on the wing or escapes to the wing, then he finds a lot of one-on-ones and a bit more place to run, and he gets the ball with his face to goal and not his back to goal. So I really want him just to free roam. I think he has great intelligence for where to be and where the attack is going. So I don't think Spalletti doesn't need to micromanage him too much. He has a good understanding of the game. Let him do his thing. He's been doing it quite well so far.
Second striker for me, just so that he has the freedom. He has that freedom to just kind of, but
Yeah.
always more closer to the area. This guy's got to be in scenarios where he only has to beat one or two guys to get a shot off and a rip on goal. The games,
finisher
there will be
right now.
games where there's space, like we saw against Bodo. If a team wants to do that, I have no problem with him drifting out to the flank and then taking his 1v1s. That's great if the game permits. If the game doesn't permit, he needs to be closer to the area, like 100%. So we'll see. But Luca, you like him out wide? You've got him out there in your ideal?
Look, I think free roaming, as Omar said, is the best option. And being close to the area, as you said, Bert, as well. We've seen him in a multitude of roles since he's got into the first team. Like Allegri liked him as a second striker. Some people like Motta liked him more on the wing. Sorry, not Motta, Tudor. You know what? For me, my answer remains the same. As long as he's on the pitch and he's in the front line, I don't care. The kid is talented and he'll do well at any point if he's got that confidence going into it. I've seen him do the best right now on the wing. I prefer him to stay there because he gets to cut in, but also gets to take that line because he's got that speed. So you know what? My answer is simple. As long as he's on the front line, I don't care.
Yeah. It's guys, I'm paying attention to the chat. We got another Locatelli argument. Is there ever been, like, I swear to God, it happens every show, even if we barely touched on midfield, just ideal lineups, talking a bit here. Oh my God. Has there ever been a topic that's been argued more so than if fans think Locatelli is good or not? Like, is there ever been a topic that's
this again?
I'm trying to think.
The Ronaldo transfer brought in a lot of controversy from the Ronaldo fans who came in. And it was like non-stop talking about Ronaldo saves Juve is not the place, is the place. So yeah, Ronaldo was a big thing, but it's Ronaldo. It's one of the most famous people in the world. So yeah, it will obviously generate a lot of talk regardless. But Locatelli, just as a player on the roster and not like a top tier star. Yeah, because you watch the matches and sometimes it's lackluster. It's missing something. But then you look at the stats, even European stats, and he's like right up there. Like, is he number one in Europe for forward passes? And do you feel like it when you watch the game? Because I don't, but the stat is there.
For who? For Loca?
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. I feel it sometimes. I don't feel it all the time. But the defensive work that he does, no midfielder in our team does. So
November 25th, top 5 leagues, team of the month. Locatelli's right next to Kimmich in the two-man midfield.
I saw that. That was wild.
Yeah, the stats are there, man. So,
it's not even about stats. Yeah. They're just, hey, they're pulling the reins there. I laugh every time because I just think it's an underappreciated player. If somebody takes his job, fine. But do it. Do it. Like, let's see somebody do it because I keep hearing about it and nobody's been able to do it. And every coach that comes in, it's the same thing. Oh, we're going to get away from Loca. We're going to get away from Loca. Somebody's got to take the job. Until somebody does, I don't want to hear anything about it. Now, before Storm the Barn. I almost jumped the gun. Before Storm the Barn.
Ooh, Berto.
It's Tuesday. That means top 5, baby. And today, in honor of the rumor mill, speculation, reports, rumors, whatever the hell you want to call it, around Ramos, Sergio Ramos, polarizing figure, and all these guys, and it's a split amongst the fan base where fans are claiming that a lot of them, we need the experience, we need a winner, we need them. Wherever you stand on it is besides the point, because right now we're in a top 5, and it's top 5 assholes that have played for Juve, okay? So we got to rank our top 5 assholes. In honor of Sergio Ramos, a true asshole. Now,
Yeah.
we are not ranking who the best player out of them was, but in your personal opinion, top 5 assholes, like just the biggest asshole that has played.
We
So
start.
number
We start
5,
from. Okay, start from 5.
Omer.
Number 5. I think I'd throw Mandzukic at number 5.
Holy shit.
Okay.
I was
I actually
Maybe
had,
you need to explain the term asshole. Like, what exactly do you mean?
prick either to play against, just
On the pitch, like not
agitator
just an
on the pit.
asshole.
Yeah. So
Okay. Because all assholes play
I've
for
actually
Inter, so-
got Davids at number 5. I put Edgar Davids at number 5 because he could be an absolute asshole, and he's the asshole you love to have on your team. So I have Davids as number 5. Luca.
I also had Davids at 5.
Davids at 5. Okay. Number 4, I'll go first because I actually put Mandzukic at number 4 for
Why did you guys put him so low?
he was an asshole to play against. Yeah, you
He
could have
was
him
a
higher. That's great.
nightmare to
I have
play
him at
against.
4.
Omar, what do you have it for?
4.
So
Arturo Vidal.
Vidal is your 4. Okay.
You guys suck. Yeah,
Luka?
Vidal was my 4 too. Yeah.
4. Okay.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Number 3.
Number 3 would be Lichtsteiner. I remember there was one. There was a referee, a linesman, who said that he's the most obnoxious player he had to referee. He just hated him. He said he always yelled. He was always angry and just hated him. I mean, they asked him in general, and the first name that came to mind was Lichtsteiner. So yeah, number 3.
I got Lichtsteiner at 3. Luca.
Oh wow, nice.
Okay, he wasn't here for long, but I put Paredes as 3rd. That guy was a twat.
Paredes has
field.
3.
That guy was a turd. Every time
Yeah.
I watched him, I got riled up because he got riled up.
Yeah. Number 2.
You guys go
Number
first.
2.
Okay, I'll go
Number
first. I
2.
had Chiellini as 2.
Oh, okay.
Note
I mean-
that my history stops at like 2006. Like I
He
don't know
could be
much
an
before
asshole. I
that.
mean, like, because it's almost annoying that he would go right through you, but then try and smile at you and pick you up and be buddy.
It's exactly that. There was a quote the other day where they said like
Yeah.
he would knock you down and then smile you and pick you up. Like he was just
That shit's annoying. Just leave me alone.
yeah, exactly. Such a two-faced bastard.
Yeah. No, I think Chiellini is a good shout. I just wouldn't put him at 2. 2 is a tough one.
Man, I got like Vieira coming to mind too. Patrick Vieira. Asshole.
I think we need to have a 3-season limit on who we choose. But
I got.
absolutely.
I mean,
Bonucci.
Melo should probably be in. The guy's an asshole.
Oh,
just
yeah.
in general.
Oh, yeah, no, he's an asshole as a person though.
Yeah, Bonucci. For
Bonucci?
me, number 2.
I'm gonna go with Montero at 2, and I'm actually gonna give 1 to Paredes. Paredes is an asshole, but if you're gonna put a 3-year limit on it,
Okay, but you can't do that now.
3-year
no,
limit
because
takes
he
a lot of guys out because it even takes like Zlatan out and
Yeah.
Well, he was an asshole for 1 season at Juve. I mean, we had assholes for way longer. Gotta count
I'd
for
probably
something, being
go.
an asshole
But
for
if
5
you're gonna
years.
put a 3-year limit on it, I'd go Bonucci 2, and then I'd go Montero 1.
Montero was my number 1.
Yeah.
Gentile is a good shout. It's before my time. But the stories about what he did to Maradona back in the 82 World Cup. I mean, the guy was an asshole. I didn't watch him, so I can't.
Yeah,
I can
you
choose
can't
him.
comment on. That's
Yeah.
I don't know how like we're older, but not. Come on, take it easy.
Yeah.
Now,
But whoa, I didn't say my number 1 yet. What?
oh,
Yeah, schmuck. Okay, so you all said Montero, and that was before my time. I would have put him there now, but I had Mandzukic as 1. That's just I grew up watching just him, and my God, that guy was an asshole.
fair enough.
Just So yeah, I have
Mario
higher
hits
up.
everybody's lists. Who were the guys that hit everybody's list? Lichtsteiner?
I
Mandzukic?
didn't. No, I didn't have.
Yeah,
I don't have.
You didn't have
Vidal.
Lichtsteiner in there?
Nope.
Everyone had Vidal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have
Yeah.
Vidal.
So just
All right,
Mandzukic then. It's the only.
I didn't have
Danny
David,
Alves
so
didn't
yeah.
qualify because of the 3-year.
Okay, well, you added the
That-
3 year.
the
after.
three-
And I
was
wouldn't even say that
arbitrary, I
Danny
mean-
Alves would have been in my list of top assholes to play. Asshole probably
Yeah.
off the pitch, but for focus off.
Yeah, him and Paredes.
The
are
3-year rule was very arbitrary. I mean, you can make it
It just
2
came
years.
in at the-
You
we're at
just
top
threw
2.
out the number.
Yeah, I don't really like it. But no. Hey, so who's the asshole on Juve's side right now?
Gatti.
Oh,
And that's
Yeah.
weak.
And that's weak. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
We need I've been saying this for a while, we need some assholes. We need some pricks. And did Spalletti kind of alluded that in the last when he was talking about Openda and Days, like they're too nice. Too nice. Like
yeah.
I need them to get fired. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'll embrace the players. I'll give them the support they need, but I need them to have attitude about them too.
and I 100% agree with him.
I totally agree with
I
him.
fully agree with
Guys,
that.
get into it. Start being assholes. Start pushing. Start arguing. Start calling for fouls. Just stop being this. Oh, we're new here. We need to get
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know it.
Stop putting your hands up when you don't get a call. Go through the guy. Get some revenge out there on the pitch. Keep it within the parameters of the game, right? But like, get fucking tough. Get after it. Like we've been
feel
saying,
like-
we need these guys to be assholes. I don't see any assholes on this team. I think Gatti's the closest, and
Gatti's
that's a
the
far
closest.
cry.
Yeah.
You know,
I see it sometimes in Perin,
No,
but he doesn't get much
Cambiaso
time.
has it. Cambiaso has it. Cambiaso, if you look at him,
What?
he pushes. Yeah.
I
he
think if
pushes.
anybody's close, it's Chico.
Chico also.
Yeah, but that's a
Chico's
Cambiaso
a
fire.
has
friend,
the
man.
little
Chico
pushes.
will go down. He'll take a chunk of your ankle. He'll yip at the refs. He'll yip at you. He's fucking 150 all the entire time. I think Chico's a prick. I think he's close to it, man.
He is, but he's too
I think Cambiaso. What did Cambiaso get a yellow for in the last match? After a foul, just laid
that
on
was
the
a-
ball and didn't give it to them. Look at him. Look at him when he's not on the ball. When the referee whistles and
he
stuff,
is,
he
but
always
he's just-
pushes players. He pushes players. He gets into their head. He had a red card for an elbow to the face for someone who annoyed him.
He's close.
He
second,
does
I'll
it
give
a
you
lot.
that.
I don't know, man. I don't
definitely an
really
asshole,
see it,
that's for
man.
sure.
I don't really see
Well,
it.
he's still growing.
But is he like a Juventus asshole? I feel like he's just a
I mean,
little prick in the back.
you
side
know,
here. I don't know.
Everything is relative. Relative to this squad, yeah.
He's
Put him
a modern
beside
day
Montero.
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. But Omar, you're on the show. Last show you started a little
Yeah.
bit of a thing. We want to make a segment. So
Here we
kick
go.
us off. You got a name for this segment, apparently.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the name is The Bold Statement. And bold with an A because I don't have any hair. So that's the bold.
he
So
takes
that's
off
the
the
bold
hat.
statement. Yeah. Maybe I should do it without the hat because it's the bold statement.
Take it off.
Okay, so what we're doing to anyone who wasn't here in the last time, I throw out statements about football. You comment what do you think, and Berto and Luca say if they agree, disagree, and elaborate a bit. Okay? Today it's a bit negative, but go with me. First one, it's a big one. VAR has ruined football.
Oh, for shit's sake.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I agree. I
There's
think
no
it's.
argument.
I hate the natural raw motion that it sucks out of the game because you go through like these highs and then, oh shit, that was all for nothing. And at my age, some of these sellies could be critical and like spark the jammer that ends it. So like I gotta make it count. It can't be for a goal that gets reversed. So it pisses me off. Yeah, I think overall it's been a detriment to the game.
Yeah.
The use of it has been like, if you use it correctly, then it's just a tool. Like they just using it wrong. The rules are complicated. The handball, the offside rule, what is a foul, what is a penalty, and so VAR is just a tool to enforce those stupid laws. But if you use it correctly or revisit the laws and just change them a bit and adapt them to the VAR era, then it could be good. But right now, yeah, it's absolutely ruining.
For me, let's twist this. I just want to ask you guys personally, if you could adjust it, what you would do. Because for me, it's strictly use VAR for offsides. All officiating decisions have to remain their calls, because we're banking on the technology, and these officials are getting shittier, in my opinion, since VAR has been introduced. So use it strictly for offsides, and I would also tweak the offside rule to be torsos. If your torso is not beyond that defender, you're not offside. I don't care about a nose, a toe, an arm, like a shoulder. Like, I don't give a shit about it.
It's gotta be a
That's
clear
what I would
obvious
do.
advantage.
What would you do?
I mean, the implementation of it was for clear and obvious errors by the ref. You know, like things that they cannot catch in real time, that seem like, with the motion of the game, and the emotion of the game, sorry, was not going to be caught by them in real time. But it's been used for more than that. You know, like the ref's right in front, seeing the play, and they're still getting called back. Like, it's not a clear, obvious error if he's right in front of it and he's looking at it, you know? So I don't know. I think they need to tweak the amount of times you could use it. I feel like it's just being used for everything. So I don't know. I like Bert's idea, but I feel like for certain fouls, like let's say a PK where the ref's not close, like he can't get that shout on you know, like on seeing that review. So I wouldn't take it only for offsides. I don't know how I would change it.
No, man. Take it away.
I would absolutely do it the tennis way, and 3 challenges for each coach. It's not
smart,
up
actually.
it's not up to the VAR to decide. The manager has to decide when he uses them. If he's correct in his choice, he keeps it. He keeps the 3. If he's wrong, he loses it. Maybe 2, maybe 3 is too much.
But you
Yeah,
still
three's
have
a
the
lot.
same idiots making the call with zero consistency.
Oh,
I don't
not-
even
not
like the
only
challenge
that.
thing. I just let
Not
the
only
refs do
that.
their thing. If they get it wrong, they get it wrong. It's part of the game. But like, VAR's
not only
made it
that.
a fucking nightmare, man. They've just created a huge gray area.
Yeah, I would adjust a lot more of the rules, but in terms of usage of VAR in games, only when the coach decides that it matters. If he doesn't decide it, if he hasn't decided or doesn't think it warrants a check, doesn't want to waste it,
Should get
great. But don't leave it to the VAR room and the referee, because from what we've seen in the past 4 years, they just can't handle it. They have
It's a
no idea
disaster
when to
too.
implement
Sometimes
it.
they don't even look at that play. They'll go back like fucking 3 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta check. Look at this over here.
possible offside 10 minutes before the goal.
We got a
Like,
spitter from the shrubs. It was a second spitter. It wasn't Keith Hernandez. Spat on this guy. He fucking took a loogie, hooked a right in
loogie,
midair, and fucking struck him between the
deflected.
3rd and 4th rib,
Yeah.
pulled him down, and that stopped the entire play. What are we doing? It's over. Now keep it rolling.
Okay, next one. Mancini pulled a bigger miracle than Lippi by winning the Euros.
You mean Lippi winning the World Cup, right?
Yeah, winning the World Cup, obviously.
Absolutely,
I
because the
absolutely
06 World
agree.
Cup squad was badass.
But it's not a far stretch. I'm going to agree, but it's not a far stretch because 06, everyone was stacked. And Italy was not a favorite.
Euros harder to win than the World
Euros-
Cup. That's a bigger
no.
miracle. That's
I
a weaker
agree.
squad in a tougher tournament to win.
I do agree, but not a far stretch if people say disagree in the comments. I would.
I mean, even in 2006, with all those star players, Italy weren't considered favorites. And
That was one of the best World Cups I've ever seen.
I die on that hill. It is the
Agreed.
best World Cup.
The
That was the best
rosters
one.
were
The one and-
amazing, man. Amazing rosters.
and
Die on
and
that
the
hill.
teams that and the way Italy came in, that was like after final in '94, like semifinal in '98, Euro 2000 final. 2002 was pretty shambolic with everything that happened. But that was Italy were like right up there, and Mancini came in after not qualifying for the World Cup, and after
The 2006 World Cup final was like a Juve intra-squad game. Like, it was literally like Juve squad broken up into 2 playing each other in a final.
that's a good
It was
point.
insane.
yeah. Okay, next one. Without Calciopoli, Serie A would still be top two leagues in the world.
Agree.
Agree. Yeah. 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 Fully
I
agree.
actually agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
I'm
was
curious if people
so
who disagree, like, what
that
the
was
comments look
so
like.
stupid. And it just
So stupid.
destroyed them. They would definitely, because Juve would have never been stopped, and in 2006 Juve had one of the best squads I've ever seen assembled.
Yeah, it's true.
If we would have
Yeah.
never been hit with that, it never would have been slowed
Oh,
down. We would have had an absolute freight train. Absolute freight
Yeah.
train. And they knew it, and
yeah.
that's why they pulled that shit. So yes, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna agree with
Yeah.
that one.
Okay. Next one. XG is the worst stat to measure a player's performance.
Agreed.
I like these questions. Oh,
I think
I
XG is
agree.
just stupid
It's not
in
a
general.
question, it's a statement. It's a
No,
bold
but I know.
statement.
I'm sorry. I like these statements. I like them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Agreed. Agreed. 100%.
Respect my authority. Yeah, you agree.
This
I'll,
fucking guy.
I'll tell you why. Okay, from my opinion, I agree with the statement.
Yeah.
Because XG eventually doesn't consider who has the ball
Mhm.
and what's the status of the situation. Like if you cross to someone like Bremer, you get the same XG as crossing to someone marked by Bremer. So
Yeah.
so it doesn't show anything. If you have Paul Pogba on the 16-yard line with and he's going to take a shot, the XG doesn't consider who the player is. I mean, Pogba, I
Right.
would bank on him to score.
Yeah.
Other players, I probably wouldn't. So I get it when they do it like in basketball, because you have a lot of stats of the player just throwing from the same area, so you can make it personalized stats for that player and go off that. But in football, it doesn't show anything. I mean, if the ball comes to a player in the middle of the area, a few centimeters higher than it should be, then it's not the same chance.
Yeah.
Depending on the leg it comes to, right, left.
That's
I
a
mean,
good
there are a
point.
lot of variables that are not considered in XG, so I wouldn't bank on it.
Yeah.
And okay, last one.
Oh
Pep
shit.
Guardiola ruined some of football's
Oh god.
best attributes. And by that, I mean like long shots and stuff like that almost disappeared from the
What
game.
is it? Pep what?
Pep Guardiola ruined some of football's best attributes is not the word. Um, best skills. Like it made coaches and players and academies focus a lot more on short passing and improving the XG, and shooting from distance is not a good XG, so you need to get closer to goal. And it worked great for Barcelona for me, but beyond that, I mean, can't replicate it.
I don't believe he's ruined it on a football wide scale, but I think his game has, yeah. I mean, to some degree, I kind of agree and disagree. To some degree, people that try to like follow his method and whatnot, yeah, it's ruined. It's ruined some of it. Take some of
Yeah.
the thinking out of it for players, right? Take some of the thinking can kind of
Yeah, it made them machines. I mean, we had
Yeah.
players
Machines.
growing up that their specialty was long shots. That's what
Mhm.
made their career. And you just waited for them to get into that 25, 20-yard line and take the shot, and you rarely see it happen. And when you do, it's not that good.
yeah.
Even the amount of free kick takers is down
Big time.
compared to what it was. And I like those goals. I like those type of players that can solve a game by being nothing and then have a banger from 25 yards out.
Yeah.
My favorite goal. A question. Okay, let's start the STB. That's the end of the bold statement. We'll continue to do it as long as I'm on the pod. Next question. Shit, I forgot it. God damn it.
You just had it. What the? You said favorite goal. Something like that.
Hey,
no?
I got
Oh, it
a
happens a
bald
lot.
statement. One that came in
Let's
from
go.
somebody
have
we
hair,
were
bro.
having discussion on WhatsApp. Follows the show as part of the army.
But you have hair.
Juve would already be top of Serie A if they just could have a functioning attack. They'd already be top of Serie A right now.
Um, I
What's,
I kinda agree.
Yeah, it's
I kinda agree because we still conceded a lot of goals up until now. I think right now
the
the
thing.
defense is getting better, but we still conceded a lot more than we need to. So I don't even
A
know if that
big
maybe would
chunk
have
of the
saved.
conceded goals, though, was in that span earlier in the year, and we actually won those games. Since then, it's been like it's conceded a lot over the span, but it's like a goal here, two here. A functioning attack
I would
take
say
you to top. I'd actually agree. I'd say you had a
I would
functioning
agree.
attack.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd say yeah, we'd be top of Serie A right now with a functioning attack.
I'd probably agree. Yeah, I'm leaning more.
I'd go as far to say if we had functioning referees, we'd be top 2. But hey,
You would not be wrong either. You would not
there's-
be wrong either.
That's the thing. It goes hand in hand. Like if we had good refs, a good attack, a good defense, a lot of ifs. You know, if my
Like, I'll
grandmother
tell
was a
you right
bike-
now, in Serie A, Juve's got 12 goals conceded. Napoli has 11. Inter 13. I mean,
Roma's the best, no? Isn't Roma
Milan's
the
got
best?
9. Roma's got 7. Como 7 conceded. But, I mean, they're all in the mix. You start looking at the games we drop points. Give me that functioning attack.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, tell you. I agree with that statement. I agree with it. Now, Omer,
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you
I
did
agree.
you get your question back before we hit Storm the Barn?
Favorite goal?
Fucking
You
forgot
said
it.
you said goal, and then you like
It's okay. Let's fire away. I only got 5
Oh,
minutes.
oh,
There's
what-
so much
what
snow
is
here.
your favorite
I gotta
goal?
go. I got to get the
there's-
snowblower
he's
rolling.
getting snowed in. So yeah, let's hit the
Oh,
Buddy, I gotta
please,
get
come
to.
on.
I can't even get the truck out of the driveway if I don't take care of this. Okay.
Okay.
Never
If
live
what's your
Dushan
favorite
is out
goal?
4 months, will he drop his price tag? Keep him or let him go? So now, knowing what we know with Dushan, it is anticipated he's going to take surgery. He's going to be out for a long time. Drops the price tag, keep him, or still say goodbye?
Ooh.
Cut the cord.
Yep.
Cut the
Enough.
cord?
Just
Absolutely enough.
I think this
Looking
injury
forward.
now getting to a point where it's surgery kind of is like now, 4 months out after surgery, Jay Milik, keeping them together. I'm sorry. I'm worried about this injury now. So I'm kind of leaning towards no. Luca.
get rid of him. You know, like if we could get 15 mil for him, gone. Get him out. Bye.
Well, no, we're not going to sell. He's going to leave on a free. Like, nobody's going to buy him now.
I was hoping to sell him in January.
What was our main complaint? His wage or his production on the pitch?
It was a little bit of both.
It was column
A
A,
little bit
column
of
B.
both, but one cancels out the other. Like if he scores enough goals and performs on the pitch, then the salary doesn't matter. I mean, we
Yeah.
complained about his game for like what is it, 4 years now? What was it, January
that's since we got
2021?
him. It was like after
That's
the first season.
more than enough time. He doesn't have one good season that I can point out and said, yeah, he killed it there. Even Rabiot has one.
Look at you. Bro, you're way too young to have a snowblower. Buddy, we live in Canada.
Whoa.
And
Yeah,
I
it's
live at the
Western
top.
Canada.
I live at the top of a mountain, man. Are you crazy? You're not shoveling a foot of snow. Like nobody's shoveling a foot of snow around
You're gonna
this too. It's
did
too
that.
much, man.
You did that, you'd look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I got
in
shit
the
to do.
80s.
If I had to do it by shovel, there would be no live shows. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Trim caused the Vlahovic injury, paid the management to start him so the Iceman gets more screen time. You're on to him. You're on to him.
Agreed.
It was Trim.
Whoa.
Trim caused it.
Trim is a modest man. He would not put his money towards that. I think he'd be wiser.
Are you calling him cheap?
No, I'm saying he's I've spoken to him. I've shook his hand. I've met him in person. He would use that money on buying jerseys of the Iceman rather than trying to go against Vlahovic. I think he would.
He has a Vlahovic
support him
kid as
another
well,
way.
too. Got it last season.
Bastard.
Who do we see back on the squad list faster, Dushan or Milik? Jesus.
It's hard to say because I have no idea what's going on with Milik. No one knows. The guy is not injured. The guy is just out of the
No,
squad.
It's
he's-
it's
So my
just
guess
flat
is-
out. It's flat
my
out
guess would be
done. Like
Dushan.
it's just flat out done.
It's like the Kadira.
My
it's
guess
like
is
the
Dusan.
Mandzukic. It's frozen
done.
out. He's done. Yeah.
It'll be Vlahovic late. Give me Chico, Shigrova, Yildiz, front three. and do what PSG do with their front three. It'll feed generate. Wow, so no actual
Disagree.
outright striker.
Disagree.
Free flowing, 3-man, PSG. Now Enrique is changing things. The Pep style. No striker. You don't like it, Luca?
I don't mind giving it a chance. I mean,
I don't mind giving it a chance, especially with Spalletti, but we've seen it in this league. The guys, especially the center backs, they look for a point man all the time, at least someone. Yildiz can kind of do that, but I feel like you need someone who can at least absorb a long ball to the chest or something. I don't know.
I feel like we might even see it, but it will take time. I mean, Jagrova is not match fit. It's adjusting Kenan to a new role with he has to do something. It's not so free roaming, more than you now have a duty to let everyone participate. So
I feel
my guess is we will see it, but it will take a few months.
I feel like I need to know if the guy that wants to wield it has done it before and to feel confident, whatever. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it, but right now I think it's like, I don't know, like you just literally brought in 2 strikers and now like you want to go to a no striker set.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. It's kind
the
of
funny
nonsense.
thing is that even if you play those guys, you could theoretically do it because Openda's always been like a supportive guy on the wing for Leipzig. And then David has played in behind an actual striker or in pairing. So it really ultimately doesn't matter. That's why I always say like it comes down to like how you want to play between the players and your team play matters. When I said the last game that David looked better when Miretti entered the game and got up forward and was next to him, and all of a sudden there was way better passing plays amongst Chico, David, Miretti, etc. And I was told, no, that doesn't matter. He's got it figured out for his own. Well, it's a team game too, and it does matter. Like how you utilize all these guys together definitely matters. It's called chemistry. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to see it with Chico, Jagrova, and Yildiz, okay, sure. Somebody has to eventually take the lead, though, as
You'll
being
probably see
more
it
so
like
at the top.
You'll probably see it as a sub, like the game led up to it more than started.
We've seen Yildiz right up at the top a couple times in subs.
Yep.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I agree. I don't like it.
And sometimes it changes the way players interpret things and how they do it. So that would take some serious time. From 1 to 10, how confident are you Juve lift the Coppa Italia at the end of the season? 7.5.
Oh, we're going decibels?
I'm going 7.5. 9999.
I'll go 6.
Piece of shit.
I'll go 6. Just because it's unpredictable.
Hard 6?
It's knockout. Yeah, it's knockouts. I mean, one bad game that you're ending a draw and eliminated by penalties, it could happen. It's very hard to predict. So yeah, 6 for me right now.
Go 7.1.
When will Omer or any other cast member do a watch along in my absence? Oh,
We used to do
I want
people.
Yeah, we did it in the past.
But it's hectic
Cliff
when
has
you're
rocked
two.
a few watch alongs back in the day. Way old school when I
Yeah.
couldn't make them. He was rocking a few watch alongs, but yeah, it's open. It's open for guys if we got to get them in there. Dell's coming in with the 4, by the way, on how confident in Coppa Italia.
Oh, God.
Dell's.
Tell me how depressed you are just by one comment.
But no, I can see why. I mean, he's
I can
not
see why
wrong
too.
to say
I
it.
get it. You know, I'd say 7.5 is pretty damn optimistic considering. But you know what?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hopefully we get the wheels going in the right direction. I've been saying it today. People want to write it off. Some fans just want to say, nah, you know what? Just Coppa, etc. Focus on the other priorities. Listen, Coppa Italia, this is important. This gives you an opportunity for 3 straight. Going into the Napoli game, depending how you get it done, we have a lot of momentum. We have a lot of confidence that we could build utilizing this matchup, take advantage of it. The other thing is you win the Coppa Italia, little bit of a backdoor route to Europe, just in case things get ugly.
Yeah.
And Paolo has alluded to that. So the importance, it's important. And it's important for Juve. We saw beautiful hallway set up, going into the locker room with all the captains, historically of Juve, their photos on there, and you see the beautiful words at the end there, claiming that at Juve you always fight and you fight until the bitter end. This is the way it is at Juventus. Look, if you want to start, actually pushing forth with culture, that's a good little move, by the way. It's an aesthetic move, but it's a good move for culture. That's a great move for culture. Have those words always there in sight. These guys that have represented the stripes, it all plays a little part. Might seem it's insignificant to most or just a cool little add-on. No, it plays in part. But if you want to truly live it, like I said, you got to walk the walk. If you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. That's part of it. Today, treat this game with the utmost importance. We go out to win everything. Let's go.
And
let's smack
shout
around
out
Udinese and give them one of
one
these.
last thing. Shout out to Danilo, winning with the only goal in the final for the
hell
Coppa
of a goal.
Libertadores for Flamengo. Bravo to him. I like the
He's
guy.
the only player to win 2 Champions League and 2 Coppa Libertadores.
Yeah.
That guy's
also,
that guy got a cabinet of trophies, man.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
Yeah, he has sort of Scudettos championships in Spain, in England,
These
in
damn
Italy.
Brazilians.
Yeah, he has Champions League even, I think, in his record with Real Madrid, although I don't know if he
Between
played.
him and Dani Alves, like just insane amount of trophies. It's crazy.
2 quick
even in
ones.
Portugal.
2 quick ones to close. Who is currently the biggest mutt in Serie A? Who's the
Lautaro.
biggest mutt?
Ooh,
Who?
Lautaro. Or Mancini.
Lautaro.
Mancini or Yarimina for me. Cristante.
Mancini.
Cristante.
Absolutely Mancini.
Mancini is like, yeah, I think we all agree on that one.
And last
Yeah,
one,
yeah, Mancini,
how many
absolutely.
games until we see Gatti as the number 9 with Dusan hurt?
I want
He's
this
moved-
now.
He's moved
want
up
this happening.
today after half to go and finish the
I
game.
want this happening now. He's a better
Hopefully.
9 than Dusan is. I could bet on it.
Take it
Hopefully.
easy. Take it easy.
Me
All right,
and
you
you are
guys.
on that
A
train.
lot of fun. Omer, I absolutely love the bald statements. Okay, fantastic work there. Love it. Luca, absolute pleasure, my friend. I hope that all the snow that it hits us migrates your way. You guys can keep it in the east, okay? So take it all away, my friend. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow with a post-match podcast, and hopefully it's a victory show, okay? So Juve, give Udinese one of these. Let's go, baby. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Enjoy the match. We'll reconvene tomorrow. It's the same time. Ciao tutti.